deleting this what's his name? What's Giselle's ex-husband's name?
Jamal Bryant.
Right.
Pastor Jamal
so you
Bryant.
think he was tapped in with Pastor Jamal Bryant? It was like, oh damn, Pastor Jamal Bryant said we boycotting Target. We can't go
Pastor
through
Jamal.
with this.
And Al Sharpton.
Bronzy. He still don't know.
What's up, Janelle?
Hey, Bronzy.
How's it going?
It's going.
That is a
Everything
statement.
is good.
Okay.
Everything is fine. I'm here in Portland, just doing what I'm paid to do.
I know that's right.
That's all I can really say.
And sometimes that's all that you can do.
How are you?
Yeah. I'm good. I'm here as well, doing what I get paid to do. This weekend was nice. My nephew and his girlfriend came up and spent the weekend, and we had a great time. I feel like I did the proper uncle duties, and wore him out, Uncle 1, nephew 0, if anyone's keeping score. I've been playing tennis. I lost my playoff match today, which I'm very upset about. I should hold a press conference about it, but
I know.
Not going to do that.
I forgot that you guys are like in a proper league and everything.
Yes, like this season was crazy, but yeah, that was fun. I played that match today earlier, and just watched Venus Williams play. She made a comeback to the tennis court in DC. So yeah, that's like real time happening right now. She just won her match.
Yeah, shout out to her. 45 out here.
That's insane. And she played like someone that's. What is Peyton's?
Peyton is 23 years old.
Peyton is 23 years old, and she beat her. So that's dope. But yeah, glad that we get to sit down and continue the conversation as well as talk about some other things. So with that being said, are you ready to get into Above the Fold for this week?
I sure am.
And before we do, toast to you, toast to good conversation, toast to us.
Cheers.
With our Black Ads. Cheers.
What are you drinking?
Some cocktail I made, which is like what would you call this? It's literally a rum punch.
Okay.
Simple rum punch.
Nice.
Yeah, with a spritz.
Take a wild guess.
You're drinking orange wine?
Damn.
Some type of natural orange wine?
Yes.
Would that be accurate?
Of course. I'm nothing if not consistent.
I hear that. We appreciate it. I haven't had a good orange wine in a minute. That'll be on the docket for this week. For sure. All right. Let's jump in.
Let's do it. So this past weekend was WNBA All-Star. Were you able to catch any of the action?
No.
Okay.
Unfortunately, not this to go around.
Not beating the allegations this episode. But
I just told you what I did with my weekend. Okay.
Fair.
All right, cool.
So yes, the WNBA All-Star was this weekend in Indiana. A lot of things going on. Obviously, first Caitlin Clark was ruled out of the All-Star game and All-Star activities due to whatever injury she's dealing with. But I think the big highlight of the weekend were the stud buds. Have you heard of the stud buds?
I have not. I did not hear of the stud buds until today. When I saw this doc. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I couldn't get away from the stud buds across all of my platforms this past weekend. Okay. But basically, Courtney Williams and what's the other player's name? Sorry. Of course, I forgot her name. It's Courtney Williams and one second. Why can't I find her name?
The other stud bud?
Yeah. There it is. Natisha Hydeman. Sure. Those two are the stud buds, right? So basically what they decided to do, they're both players for the Minnesota Lynx. They decided to do a 72-hour live stream during like all of the WNBA festivities, right? So they went live for 72 hours, you know, like any streamer kind of would.
Okay, but were they there? Were they on site?
Yeah, they were on site. They were on site. I think if both of them weren't in the game, at least Courtney was. But then you got to see them kind of going around the different events and just getting like a real behind the scenes look at All Star. So I think the first clip that I saw was them with the commissioner dancing to Nuck If You Buck, which, what? So I think that's when everybody, or at least like I was like, wait, what is going on here? But they had everybody on their stream from Asia to Angel Reese. Caitlyn popped up on there. They ran into Tyrese Halliburton and his dad. They ran up on Diplo at a party. They were talking, talking about staying strapped up. You can Google what that means in the context of stud buds.
They were saying this on the stream?
On the stream, okay? So 72-hour stream.
Did you catch any of this stream, or you caught like clips?
I didn't. I just caught clips. Yeah, I just caught clips and stuff like that. But it seemed like they had a very good time. And I think like a lot of folks were tapped in. And then I did see like a couple of brands that kind of tapped in, DoorDash being one of them. So they were getting stuff like DoorDash, like new mics or scooters or things like that. Yeah, I don't know if that was like planned ahead of time or not. But I think what it really did, number one, it raised their cachet within the WNBA, right? Like I was familiar with Courtney, not so much Natisha, as you could clearly tell. But I think it kind of broadened their reach, and then by proxy, the reach of the WNBA into all these different corners of the internet, because I've seen people who I've never seen talk about the WNBA talking about stud buds. So it was great with one caveat, right?
Okay.
The caveat being, I don't know if this is repeatable. I think we just saw like lightning strike. For the kind of access that we were able to get, them sitting, courtside during the games and the festivities, and just like we're not going to see Kathy dancing to Nuck If You Buck anytime soon. You know what I mean? I think everybody was kind of like caught off guard by like the stream of it all, and they'll be ready next time. I think when it comes to streaming, especially for like a lot of these athletes and things of that nature, like there's a very fine line they have to walk between like broadcast partners and things of that nature. Whereas, like I said, I don't think people were ready for them to do this, but I'm sure there will be conversations about like what they can and can't show on a stream and all of that kind of stuff moving forward. But I think they did make the most of it while they could.
I want to say yes, and like I totally get what you're saying. While it might be a heavier lift to do it again in the future, I think it's still possible. Will it be as organic feeling? No.
Right.
And I think maybe that's what you're getting at. Like, but
like, is it ever going to be the same? Probably not.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that. No, I don't think it'll ever be the same, but isn't that's always a challenge. Yeah.
It is. But I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see what brands tap in with like stud buds and them individually too. Like I said, clearly it's unclear if DoorDash was privy to this before it happened or like tapped in super early and was able to, get some product placement in there and some shout outs within there. That's the only brand so far that I've seen like publicly.
If that happened in real time, that's like really cool. Like if DoorDash was like, oh, we need to, how we get on with that real quick. Was it like really organic?
I think that's, I definitely don't think it was it might have been organic to begin with, but I think someone on their end then saw that. And then there was like multiple instances of DoorDash.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Coming into play. Yeah.
Now, is Stud Buds outside of this streaming? They're ordinarily a podcast?
I don't think so. This is my first time hearing about Stud Buds in the like the two of them as Stud Buds. I guess maybe they are like commonly streamers together, but maybe this is the first time they took the show on the road. Okay. Unclear. But yeah, because it looks like their like IG account dates. First post was like 7 weeks ago with Stud Buds. I think they're just friends that probably started streaming. They're teammates, obviously, and then decided to stream from All-Star Weekend.
Dope.
Yeah.
Well, I definitely know who Stud Buds are. So obviously, this play did something, and to your point, you weren't able to escape it on your algorithms. So I think, like you said, will do a lot, has done a lot for their cachet. And I think obviously we're going to continue to see them. How they'll show up, yet to be determined. Will this happen again in this way? Nah, probably not. But yeah, they're on the map now.
Yeah. One more thing before we shift gears a bit. I would like to see how Unrivaled taps in as well, because I believe they're both, maybe just Courtney, but they might both be players with Unrivaled, and they did some activations with them. Of course, like Unrivaled had a footprint during All-Star Weekend, and I feel like they're a bit more, because of just how new of a league they are, they're a bit more nimble and a bit more like, willing to take risk in that regard.
Access is there.
Exactly. So like we may not get a behind the scenes of a WNBA finals or anything WNBA related again, but I could see something with Unrivaled still feeling a bit organic.
Good call.
Cool. So, speaking of, basketball and All-Star and all of those things, recently Jordan released a new campaign spot, musical, actually, a musical, about a 2.5 minute musical that I'm sure you saw.
Too easy, right?
Too easy.
Yeah, I saw it. So I think the impetus of this spot is Jordan brand. Have they been in existence for 40 years? Or is it like the 40th anniversary of Jordan, the first shoe?
Maybe. No, I
of those
think it's
things
just
is true.
40th shoe.
Yeah, something is happening with the shoes. So it's marking 40 years since the sneakers, and they dropped the musical, Too Easy, and essentially it talks about, well, first of all, it takes place on a basketball court. The basketball court is like transformed into like a Broadway stage, or what would appear to be like Broadway.
I could set it up a little bit because it's a bit of a dream sequence. It's like there's this guy guarding whatever player he's guarding. He hits like a hard screen, falls down, and then like it goes into this dream sequence, or like this like concussion sequence where this musical plays out, and basically saying like it's a hard knock life. It's a hard knock life to like guard any of these like Jordan athletes. And it's
set to the tone of Annie, the play Annie, the Hard Knock Life. Obviously.
Exactly. And then it features a whole bunch of Jordan athletes in there. So Chris Paul was in it. Trae Young was in it. Dominique Malanga, who dunks in it.
Luka.
I'm missing a whole bunch. Yeah. I don't know. Was Luka in it, or was he like in it? Maybe?
I know. I'm going to tell you who I saw on the screen. It was Bam. It was Luka, Trae Young, CP3.
Yeah. I know they did like a clip of Nafisa, but I don't know that she was like in the actual.
Oh, I get what you're saying. Like in the actual. Yeah. There was variation. But yeah, I thought the spot was cool. I thought it was innovative in a way for the Jordan brand to lean into an actual musical. I think that was unexpected. And I think it was well received from what I could see online. Like, it felt like the reception of the spot was like, oh, this is fire, this is dope. Didn't really see too many critics on it. And I thought it was cool. I thought it was done really well. I thought it told the story. I give it its tense.
It seemed fun. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's something that, like, sometimes with the sportswear brands we can miss a lot of times. It's like either it's like a very earnest or, you know, very heartfelt, or like, I feel like it's been a really long time since we've gotten just fun. And that's what this seemed to be.
Yeah, I agree. Like taking sport, tying it together with the theater was pretty cool.
Cool. Anything else to say, or moving right along?
Let's move right along.
All right. So one of those things that I think probably hit right after we talked last was the announcement of the new NBA 2K covers. And the two covers feature Angel Reese and Shay, SGA from Oklahoma. Okay. I don't want... Okay, I understand Shay. Oh, gosh.
I have a question. That's all. Why Angel Reese?
Why not Angel Reese?
Correct. Why not Angel Reese?
Historically, many times on the 2K cover, it features a player from the winning team, like the championship. Mm-hmm. Lots of times it's the MVP or something of that magnitude. So I'm just wondering,
sorry, can you name the MVP of the winning team?
Yes, she's on Liberty. What's her name? She got the nickname. I know her name.
Okay.
Brianna Stewart. Stewie.
No, it was not. That was not the MVP.
Who was it? Was it INSQ?
It wasn't something Johners. She was Bahamian. Yeah, I'm so serious. It was not Brianna Stewart.
It was JJ. JJ,
yeah.
Her initials, yeah. Yeah, with the locks.
The finals MVP was that, and at least are you talking about the finals MVP or like the league MVP?
Either or, honestly.
Well, number one, the league MVP was the cover star last year, so I knew that wasn't really going to happen.
Who's that? Asia?
Yeah, that's Asia. And then this year you can't even name. None of us can name the finals MVP. So Jonquel Jones. I wanted to say Jamel Jones, but yeah.
Okay. Well, why Angel Reese?
Because you know Angel Reese's name.
Correct.
So having the name, knowing the name is what gets you on the cover.
It's about selling a product. We got to sell this game. This ain't just for shits and giggles.
So you're telling me that getting league
I'm not
MVP
saying it's
or
right.
Clearly we know who Angel Reese is because of all the things that are happening today. NIL deals, social media. She's front and center. She's going to talk back like how she is.
Okay. So what are we not getting?
Slapping clipboards out of her coach's hands. All that stuff is going to hit your feed. So you see her. So to that point, if Martina Hingis was doing that, or Serena Williams was doing that back then yeah, I would have picked up or whatever. Anyway, I get what you're saying. I get the point that you're making. I just had the question why. So I think we've answered it.
That's fair. Now, do I think Jonquel Jones deserves more visibility? Yes. You know.
Two things can be true.
Yeah. Are the folks over at 2K interested or care enough about Jonquel Jones's visibility and marketability? No.
No.
I'm surprised that it's actually not Caitlin Clark on the cover. And I'm willing to bet they tried to get Caitlin Clark on that cover and she declined or whatever.
She declined. I'm pretty sure there was an internal fight on who they was going to get on that cover when it came to the WNBA.
I don't think there was a fight.
You think it was clear?
I think it was pretty clear. And I think that Caitlin Clark turned it down.
Possible.
Possible.
Why would she turn it down?
I don't know. Some people feel like there's like isn't there like a 2K cover curse and all of this kind of stuff? Maybe she had too many things on her plate. I don't really, I don't know. Whatever reason. People turn down stuff for any type of reason, but I feel like while I love
2K cover though, doesn't that seem like an accomplishment as an athlete?
Like a Wheaties box.
I would want my cover.
Do they still make Wheaties boxes?
Yes,
do they still put people on Wheaties boxes?
Coco was on a box.
Of course she was, and of course you know that.
That's crazy. What'd you think of the covers? Like, what are do you have any feelings?
My only feeling, no, I think they both make sense. My only feeling was like the article that I pulled up about it was showing some of like the in-game graphics. And I'm not a gamer, but I thought we had come a little bit further in like gaming technology because, the graphics were given like kind of scary a little bit. But that's my only thing.
Yeah, I mean, this is pretty. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
What?
I'm looking at them now. This was, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see. I'll play it eventually.
All right. Well, you let me know how it goes.
Will do.
All right. Moving right along. Have you seen the backlash that is coming from this recently announced AMP and Target collaboration? AMP being Kai Cenat's like streaming company or cohort of streamers that have recently collaborated with Target on a skincare line, right? Called Tone.
Yep.
Because everybody was like, you know what we need from Kai Cenat? Skincare. And you know who we need him to partner with in the middle of
Target.
In the middle of a boycott? Target. So I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. I don't think Kai knows that black folks are boycotting Target.
Janelle.
I'm not that excuses anything.
He spends all of his time on the internet.
Yeah, on his internet, on his stream. You think he spends it on the fucking New York Times reading the news? You think what? Who was leading this what's his name? What's Giselle's ex-husband's name?
Jamal Bryant.
Right.
Pastor Jamal
so you
Bryant.
think he was tapped in with Pastor Jamal Bryant? It was like, oh damn, Pastor Jamal Bryant said we boycotting Target. We can't go
Pastor
through
Jamal.
with this.
And Al Sharpton.
Bronzy. He still don't know. I bet he still does not know. And shout out to that young man. Okay.
I'm stuck.
I'm not trying to say that he's not well read and all the things. I just don't see, I've never heard him talk about or allude to knowing what the hell was going on in the world.
So you think that this is legitimately a blind spot? There was somebody that
but
came
the thing
to
is,
him
you're
with this
supposed to
idea.
have.
He said, "Yes, let's do it."
Yes,
and he
but
didn't decide to do any further. He or his team, no one did any further research to test or know the economic, social environment that they were entering.
I don't think they gave a damn about that. I don't. Number one, you have to have people in place on your management team that care about that kind of stuff. I don't know what his team looks like, his management team looks like. So I don't want to make any assumptions. But I think you get what I think you're getting what I'm hinting at.
I do get it. There's this.
I think they saw the number. The number looked good. They said, "Let's do it. Let's get the bag." And I don't think anybody on that end either knew that Target was boycotting or cared that Target was that we're boycotting Target. I really don't.
That's fair, and I think you convinced me that had to be the case, because this makes absolutely no sense. On Target's website, they have like a whole article and write up about it. There was a question that was asked, I guess, to their agent. They don't even say the agent's name, but is there a story behind the name Tone? We just love the way it hit. Tone can go anywhere. I mean, when you walk into a room, you set the tone. You set the tone for the day when you wake up. We wanted a brand that supports that confidence. It's really a mindset. How ironic that the name is Tone. Because this isn't hitting the note. I don't think this is hitting the note. Like, you're in a climate where Black people aren't shopping at the store. This is your target audience. I mean, coming from a Black brand, I mean, you would think it is. Is it no. I guess we can't constitute it as a Black brand, or do we?
No. I think we can constitute. I mean, technically it's a Black brand, but you said his target audience. I don't know that Black folks are his target audience.
Okay, maybe it's not Black folks. Who is it? Gen Z?
Yeah, I just think it's young folks that are on Twitch. I think it's probably a good mix, but I don't think by any stretch of the imagination that it's predominantly Black.
Well, I think this could have been an opportunity for, like, is the brand really birthed out of something they wanted to do? Or did somebody come to them and like, oh, can you back this brand, back this product? Let's put it in stores. Target is all ready to make the move. They need something. Like, this doesn't feel like it's organic, like something that they created. They saw a need in the market and they wanted to create.
Give a damn about skin.
So to me, it's all off from all perspective. There's no story here. There's nothing that's real. And then for me, it doesn't hit. It doesn't make sense. If it was something that was from them, I feel like there would be a better case to be made. Like if it was a direct to consumer and then the brand was coming to them and wanting to sell it in store, then they could have pushed back and made it a moment, standing up for what was the boycott or how they roll back DE and I. Oh, you want to do this thing. Here's why we're not doing it. Make that more pronounced, and then I think you would have got more respect.
100%. But again, I think like what you're saying, how it should have gone, requires a certain level of awareness that, again, I'm making assumptions here. I am, admitting that I'm making assumptions that I don't think that he was aware of. And that's not to excuse him at all. That's just to say he needs to tap in.
Yeah. Fair.
All right. Well, on to a really big cultural moment as of late that has yet to stop. The rollout of the Clipse album. After 16 years, the Clipse are back together and releasing music with Pharrell. The album dropped, last Friday? Last week. Let God sort them out. And I mean, I think that it was the most thorough album rollout that we've seen in a really, really long time. And I just think it's because it's not that they did anything unusual. I just think they hit all the beats and they hit them very, very hard.
Yeah. Can you give us some more context of the rollout?
For sure.
What were you seeing? What did it entail?
So it entailed the right interviews. I saw them sit down with Jerry Lorenzo. They sat down with Joe Budden. They sat down with, I believe, Ebro. I know that the album listening was like with Apple Music and done live on the platform. They collaborated with at least five fashion brands, right? Mm-hmm. So they did what? BBC, and they did Carhartt, Cause, Verdi. Everywhere you looked, you saw something going on with the rollout. They did a Tiny Desk. Every time, I feel like every day is like something new, something different.
Something else hitting.
They did a Reddit AMA last week, which was hilarious. Some of the responses that they had, pretty funny. So yeah, and I think throughout the whole thing, they were like being themselves. Right out the gate, Pusha T was taking shots. Malice just kind of behind him, just like, that's my brother, and I'm gonna roll with him. And he provided a lot of meme-worthy content himself with just his faces and his reaction to stuff. So yeah, I was very entertained by the rollout and by the music. Mm-hmm. Have you listened to the album? I haven't gotten a chance
to listen yet, but I am eager to. I'll also say that everything felt really authentic. It didn't feel like they were trying, because a lot of times some of these legacy artists, when they have a surgence or they come out again, it feels like they're trying to follow what's the current, and they want to follow whatever wave that is. It didn't feel like they did that, even with the brands and stuff like that they tapped into. It felt like legacy partnerships or relationships that they've established over their careers, and like it was easy to just make those phone calls. One thing that I did read is that they wanted these, like the things that you're seeing that has been happening, which seems like over the past 6 months, they wanted it in a tighter window. They wanted something happening like every day for 10 weeks or so.
Oh, wow.
So they wanted it even more compact and like a bigger splash. But I think in hindsight, I don't know if they'll agree to this or not, but the way that it did roll out, it kind of gave them more runway.
Yeah.
But yeah, I totally agree with you. Really good rollout.
Yeah. Staying in the vein of music and rollouts, Tyler, the Creator, kind of dropped a surprise album. I think people might have had like 2 or 3 days notice that we were entering a new era of Tyler, the Creator, called Don't Tap the Glass. My thoughts on it. Like, Tyler is really good at building worlds and kind of like building like a complete visual world around each of his drops. I feel like Chromacopia just came out though. Like, were we really done with that era? Like, did you really get everything, squeeze all the juice out of that joint?
He may not have, but I think from an artist's perspective, like no one knows better than the artist when it's time to, especially for someone like him that creates characters or, like you said, eras. And maybe he could have maybe he could have squeezed more from it, but maybe he didn't want to. And I think that's okay. I think like when it hits.
Okay, go ahead.
And yeah, you may have more context, but when it hits for you, that's like, okay, I'm ready for whatever I have next that I got loaded up. You got to go. Otherwise, like that inspiration, that feeling you have for it can go. And he probably was tired of sweating his ass off with that mask.
But my thing is, he's still on tour for Chromacopia, though.
Hey, if I am going to...
So is he going to switch it up and like halfway through the show, take the mask off and be there with his gold chain and mustache? Like,
I don't know. I don't know how the brain of someone as creative as Tyler, the Creator, works. But I would venture to say that I trust whatever he feels he's doing creatively.
from a creative standpoint, sure. Like, come out with a new era every day. I don't give a damn. I think from a business perspective and leaving money on the table, I feel like he's leaving money on the table. And I've just like building two very distinct visual worlds so close to each other while you're still touring one of those worlds feels ill-timed to me. That's just me. I did start listening to the album. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a huge Tyler, the Creator music fan. Mm-hmm. So I listened to a couple of songs. It's just not for me.
Isn't an album that you have to listen to in the right environment? That's how I feel about Tyler, the Creator's music in general.
But I can't envision myself being in an environment where that music is going to hit for me.
He said it's an album that you're supposed to dance to. Like you're supposed to be moving. Like, could you envision yourself?
No.
I haven't listened, so I can't even like give you my perspective yet.
No, I can't.
You say you good on it.
I'm going to listen to the rest of the album, but I don't think that like if I were moving, it'd have been like, oh, okay, I get it. Because he even said in the thing, it was like movement, like in the car. I was in the car. The car was moving. I wasn't. Okay. I mean, like I said, I only heard like like 2 or 3 songs, but I don't know. It's something about his production. I feel for me.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Yeah, that it just like I said, I can see where people would be a fan of it. It's just not for me. But I can appreciate his world building, his collabs, everything else, honestly.
Got you. What's going on with the IG partnership?
So yesterday when the album dropped, we talked a little bit about the fact that like Tyler, the Creator, was in that IG campaign, the Anyway campaign. And it seems like this is a larger partnership with them. So they released a new feature, it appears, with him. So yesterday there was like a locked reel, like a locked reel on his page, and you needed a password in order to see it, which was the first time I had seen that feature on the platform. Then in addition to that, he had a custom like button. So when you liked the post, like this clear heart came up and like cracked, kind of like the don't tap the glass graphics and things of that nature. Mm-hmm. So, and that was getting a lot of pickup. But so there's clearly a larger Instagram partnership at play. We'll see if this is where it ends or if it extends any further than this. But yeah, I thought that the new product was cool. I'm gonna be honest. I can see where like brands can take advantage of a product like that, like use a code to unlock this exclusive content. I don't really see the use case for like the everyday consumer, especially with products like close friends. Being, and it being a little less like literal barrier to entry. You got close friends, you got subscriptions. Exactly. Yeah. So I can see like cool little stunt things that brands do and all of that kind of stuff, but I can't see like me locking my content from you and being like, let me give you the password to see this reel. I could just put whatever I would just want my close friends to see on close friends. So yeah, and then if it's that deep, I'm gonna just put it in my group chat to who I want to see it anyway. Yeah, exactly. I feel you. Yeah, probably a bigger benefit for brands. Yeah. So on to a couple of things that we missed in our last episode. One that I really, really wanted to hit and forgot was the Red Lobster CEO. Unless you've been under a rock, you've seen some of these commercials that they've dropped with the CEO talking about, it's a young Black CEO, and he's saying... Adamolinkin. Yep. Don't quote me on that. Adamolinkin? Sure. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong, but I did attempt. But in the commercial, they're talking about the fact that they now have seafood boils and $5 drinks, and like, I see what you're doing there. I see who you're trying to get in there. It might work.
It might
it
work,
is. No. It is working. It might work on me, is what I meant to say.
Oh, it might work on you. Now, listen, he is doing his job.
Listen,
if it might work on you.
Catch me in the suburbs and I might pull up to a little Red Lobster. I'm just saying.
He is doing his job if he gets Janelle into a Red Lobster. But let's back up really quick. He is 36 years old and he's the CEO of Red Lobster. Mm-hmm. I think he became the CEO. I think we covered this last year, summertime, around the same time. When it was announced that he was going to become CEO. Now, he became CEO at the time when Red Lobster was not doing well at all. I think as soon as he joined, they had to close so many stores, over half of their fleet are close to it. And then revise the menu and just how that whole operation is working. And a part of this is the seafood boil. Now, clearly he knows what he's doing with the seafood boil. Black people historically love seafood boils. So then historically, yeah, I'm giving y'all education here. And then so social media frenzy, everybody wants to try and be one to commentate and have commentary on the seafood boil. Now, there were mixed reviews.
There were.
But here's the part that got me. Yes. This man came out with a commercial. It was just like, y'all showed up for these seafood boils. And, we really appreciate, and we heard the feedback. You want some of that spice, and we're bringing you the spice. So we have original spice, we have extra spicy, we have garlic parmesan, whatever other flavors, and we also are going to add the option that you can add whatever. I think that this is brilliant.
Within like a week turnaround, he was just like...
Market research and market response from a business, a brand, and a restaurant in real time. Happening so quick. Yeah, he might get me too, because that's what you want as a consumer. Yeah. If you have feedback and like the consensus is pretty much the same across the board, for you to respond to it and be like, all right, let's make it right. This is what they want. This is not right. I love it. I love it. I love it for him and I love it for the brand.
He's showing people the way to go.
And I remember he came from P.F. Chang's. Remember, we talked about that. He was at P.F. Chang's previously before.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. I remember them having the black CEO, like a very young black CEO who then left. Mm-hmm. What I will say is, y'all got to cool it trying to throw it at the CEO of Red Lobster.
Wait.
On Twitter. Yes, they are. They are. It's getting ridiculous. God. Y'all
That's
have
crazy.
to chill.
That's crazy. I mean, that's...
but
I don't even know
it's
what to
to be expected, though. It's to be expected.
Is it?
On Twitter...
Oh, yeah.
The way they be cutting up, yes, it is to be expected. Right. Staying in the realm of knowing your audience and catering to Black audiences. Have you seen the lineup for SeaWorld's summer concert series?
Yo, Janelle, when you sent this to me, I said, "What SeaWorld? What is SeaWorld?" I had to make sure we was talking about the same. SeaWorld.
I was like, wait, you had never heard of SeaWorld?
No, I was thinking that there was another separate event outside of the
SeaWorld that we know.
SeaWorld that we know.
No,
that they was creating.
Shamu is in there cutting up every weekend. Okay. Every weekend, okay? He got the Yin Yang Twins. Then he got Bow Wow and Soulja Boy. Trina is on the list, so I'm flying out to San Diego.
No, you're not.
To see Trina. I wish I could. Really wish I was. Trina is on the list. Juvenile.
Genuine.
Genuine is on the list. Can you imagine? Can you see him coming out on the gurney, getting the... I could see him doing it just for the sea lions.
Oh my God.
They're having a 90s. There's a 90s kind of medley of folks, 2000s. I think Jaquan might be there. That's crazy.
Yes. Jaquan, Twista, Petey Pablo.
Who was the organizer? There's somebody
I don't
that's
know,
like,
but-
you know what? I got y'all.
But I bet they went to the same business school as the CEO of Red Lobster.
Okay. They said, this is my project. I got this one.
This my
At SeaWorld?
yeah. That is hilarious. And then
But why are they going to bring all these black people
because it
to
works.
SeaWorld when black people can't swim?
Bronzy.
What black people can't swim?
What black? I was about to say, where they at?
Well,
Delaware.
Y'all wasn't.
Okay.
That's crazy. Well, they don't need to. They just need to be able to watch Shamu do it.
You're right. You're right.
But the video, the first video I saw from the Yin Yang Twins performance, and then like all these, I mean, to be completely honest, it was a lot of white folks in the crowd. And I saw this video, this little white boy was just twerking, okay? just shaking his little back, okay? And I'm like, this is content gold, honestly.
You got to send me that because that's crazy.
I will.
I haven't seen
to
any
find it.
clips. I need to do a deep
What?
dive.
Yes, it is. It's amazing. Actually, I saw a clip from the Soulja Boy and Bow Wow one where people were sneaking in through the bushes, and they had security on boats on the side of the stage, like trying to get them to like,
snap.
yeah. These are
Wow.
highly sought after tickets, apparently.
Oh, wow.
Listen, Y2K.
Where's this in Orlando? San Diego?
No, San Diego. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I might fly out there.
We lying. Ain't none of us flying out there to go see no.
I really
SeaWorld.
might. Like, I have to go to San Diego at the end of August. And
Okay.
this is still going to be going on.
Well, who would you
But I
be
would
able to
just have
see
to move
if you went out there?
Probably somebody on the last day.
Who's on the last day?
I don't know what the lineup is.
Petey Pablo.
You get to see Petey Pablo.
The last days of Petey Pablo, Paul Wall, Jaquan, and Twista.
Oh, come on. Get a little
Yeah.
Jaquan going.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would be fun. I wish I lived a little closer, but I mean, I guess like Oregon isn't that far. I just thought about it.
not.
Like in my head, I was in Miami for some
Yeah, it
reason.
ain't that far. You right over there.
Yeah, maybe. I wanted to talk a little bit about the show Love Island, but like do you watch Love Island?
No.
No. Okay. Fair.
I feel like I'm the only one in the
Fair
world
enough.
that doesn't sometimes.
That's how I felt last year. Okay. I did not watch season 6, but I kept seeing this black couple all over my feed everywhere. And I'm like, okay, they won this show called Love Island. So I tapped in this season. Do I regret it? A little bit. I do. I do. It's an investment because like the show airs damn near every day.
Oh.
Yeah, the show
What's it come
airs
on?
like every day. Peacock, except
Okay.
for like maybe like one day a week. It doesn't come on, and then on like the weekends or on Saturday they have like an after show or like a recap of the week. It's a lot.
How long is the episode? An hour?
Yeah, sometimes
Okay.
longer. And then my algorithms started changing. So then anytime I opened up, just turned on my phone, it was like all Love Island. And I was like, get me out the villa. I want out. But show premise, characters, whatever aside, what I've been really interested in lately are the economics of this show and just how like tapped in with brands these folks are once they leave the show. So I've seen, now that the show has wrapped, this season has wrapped, like number one, when I really kind of gathered the kind of like how big the show was and like how big someone can become from the show was there was this guy, named Jalen that came on, and he was what you call a bombshell. So he wasn't one of the original cast members, but ever so often they bring in these like bombshells that can come and like interrupt couples that are forming and stake a claim on the show, whatever. Well, he was kind of voted off, but when he left, he got like 1 million followers on TikTok and all these brands hitting him up for partnerships. He was on the show every bit of 2 seconds. And I'm like, wait a minute. Since these folks have left the show, brands, like I just saw where one of the couples did a partnership with Arby's. I've seen Chipotle partnerships. I've seen all the makeup brands, Fenty, like any makeup brand you can think of. And I'm like, these people are like low-key coming off this show damn near like headed towards being like, I mean, they're coming off the show with like 3.5 million followers and all these brands clamoring to work with them. And I'm still seeing the winners from last season every time I open up TikTok. And I'm like, damn, how does this work?
Well, it works because, well, I don't know much about the show, but clearly the show is a phenomenon, I guess, right now, especially among Gen Z, millennials. I would say between that 21 to damn near 40-year-old.
Mm-hmm. They're probably like younger than
who
that.
I see.
Yeah.
Younger?
I don't know.
18?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Whatever. Let's
18 to 35.
18 to 40. No, literally. The people that I see talking about it and that are invested in it. And so you combine that with social media, and you got this hit show that everybody, the majority of those populations are leaning into. They start to know these characters. And then from that, brands are like, oh, that's an easy layup. I guess in a sense, but to your point, these people are on, like, everyday ordinary people go on this show, be on there, like you said, all the two minutes, and then they leave the show and they have all this social pedigree. That's insane.
Yeah. And I just never seen a show where like so many people kind of get that. Yeah. You know, because it's like you have shows like The Bachelor, but it's usually the winner, or Love is Blind, I guess to some extent, but like not really. But I'm just like, yo, everybody is coming off of this show with like huge rabid fan bases. You know borderline toxic fan bases. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was about to say, do you know what makes Love Island like that girl? Is it like the drama? Is it really the people? Are they that special, cool, or no, I don't even know what to call it.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like it's a combination of a lot of things. I think it's the drama, but I also think I think there's something in the fact that it airs every damn day. Oh, it's just like.
It makes people maybe feel like it's literally social media. Like they're literally
constant consumption.
Yeah, it's just constantly. Yeah. You're constantly consuming Love Island,
and then when you're not consuming, you're talking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's a good point to like explore, like the economics of it, like the trickle effects, what's happening with these people, all centered around this show.
Yeah, and there are a couple of Black girls on there that I'm like, okay, and I can see some makeup brands tapping in, and it would make a lot of sense, like fashion brands and all that kind of stuff. So I'm interested to see what happens. Now, will I be tuned in for like the next season? I don't think I don't have the endurance for that again.
Would you go on Love Island?
No, absolutely not.
What about for all of the things that you go into it knowing that you're going into it like, oh, I'm about to get the bag?
No, you got to kiss every damn body on the show every damn day. That's nasty.
Janelle is not doing that.
Every damn body.
They walk around with no clothes every damn day.
Oh yeah.
They only give them, I think, 2 glasses of wine. You lost me. 2 glasses of wine a day. Fuck out of here.
2 glasses of wine. You missed me. I'm out of there.
I'm out of here. Yeah, and then you're just under like too much scrutiny, and like, you know, they don't have their phones while they're on the show, but like there was a lot of toxic like hey, like even I think BuzzFeed put up a post saying like one of the black girls, like what her breakfast or like her meal would be, and it was like a knuckle sandwich, and I'm like, so they got a lot of backlash for that because it was like, number one, it wasn't warranted.
Yeah.
I mean, that's number like 3 or 4, but like number 1, you're kind of insinuating violence against this black woman. They were just getting a lot of weird stuff. So I think that was Buzz. Don't give me the lion. I know that, was it BuzzFeed? It might have been BuzzFeed. And then there was another brand, I can't remember what, but like it gave like the example of like toxic communication and used that same black girl as an example for like the definition of the word. And I'm like, everybody wanted to tap in and a lot of folks missed the mark. And I just feel like maybe from what I've heard, this season was a lot more racially charged than previous seasons. From what I gathered,
somebody got kicked off before the show aired or something for something. No,
not before. 2 people got kicked off while they were on the show for like for them discovering for the internet discovering that they had used racial slurs. So I'm like, I mean, obviously Peacock didn't do their vetting properly. But then they also didn't address it. Yeah, they didn't address it on the show either. Like they just like, oh, so and so has left the villa for personal reasons. But it's just like if you've been tapped in, you know that it's because homegirl got caught saying the N-word about 1,000 damn times.
Yeah, y'all need to stand on that.
Exactly. So like I said, I don't think I have the stomach for it for another season, but I'm rooting for the black girls from this season. And
so did they go into the next season? Or
not yet.
It's over? Somebody won?
Yeah, it's over. Like a couple won. But they have like Love Island UK, Love Island like Australia. There's different franchises apparently, and like maybe one of those is airing right now. I don't know.
Got it. Well, it doesn't look like anything I'll be tuning into.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. There were times when
you
it
watched
just,
the whole
like, not
season
fun.
and you wouldn't recommend it.
I did. I tapped in like late. Someone got me onto it like super late. So I binged and then I caught up. And then, like I said, I was just like, oh my God, like, will this thing ever end? You know? And then it got to a point where I'm like, I don't even know how you win this thing. Then there's like voting involved. I'm like, I'm not invested enough to do any of this shit. So just get me out of here.
She has left the villa.
I have left the villa. All right. So last thing on our agenda for today is some sad news. It really kind of hit me hard the other day when I saw this. But the makeup line, Ami Collet, is shutting down. Black-owned makeup brand. I can't remember when I first became aware of Ami Collet, but it was before she was selling in Sephora and things of that nature. But it was announced maybe about a week ago, maybe even less than that, through The Cut, that the brand just can't sustain anymore, and having been rejected by like 100 and some odd potential investors.
What?
And
100?
I think they're going to, I think it was something like that, like 150 something investors that like turned them down. And I believe they cease operations sometime next month.
Yeah, this is sad. I think you said 4 years. 4 years. And initially they got that, I believe it was like $1 million in venture funding. And then that's when they got into Sephora. And they were earning awards and stuff like that. So it's like the brand has done well.
Yeah.
But is it because these venture firms don't see I don't know, like how does something like this happen?
I don't know. And it's just like some crazy news to see, having seen how much money Road just got bought for and all of that. And I don't know. It kind of is a reminder of where we are in the year 2025. You know, you talked about 4 years, this brand is 4 years old. 4 years ago, where were we as it pertained to supporting and acknowledging Black-owned brands versus where we are today? I mean, we just talked about the fact that we're boycotting Target because, you know, of them cutting
rollback of DEI.
the rollback. Exactly. So like,
And it also shows you how much more black people and black brands have to do to get half as much.
yeah.
Yeah. It was performative then because it made headlines to invest in Black brands. Today, not as much.
Yeah. Well, I will be
I hope
stocking up.
Yeah. You wish there was a world in which, like, who knows what can happen in the future, but you wish there was a world in which, like, this wasn't the end. Okay, I made the announcement, but there was a ram in the bush, as they like to say, that comes in and saves the day. Who knows? But I know this is just a hard decision for her to make. Like, this is, you know, her baby.
Yeah.
So, yeah, definitely, like, keeping her lifted. And hopefully she feels like the support and is able to pivot, and whatever is next is even greater. It is just unfortunate.
No, 100%. Like I said, I'll be supporting as long as I can directly through them, through their like DTC kind of e-com, rather than like going to Sephora, because I think that also like plays a huge role in the finances and, you know, just like being able to sustain that relationship and like supply Sephora versus like buying direct to consumer, that, you know, all the economics that come with that. So,
yep. I feel you.
They definitely have a loyal fan in you, Janelle.
They do. I mean, every Black girl I know uses at least one of their products. I got about 3 of them on right now. So, yeah.
Lip oil.
Yep. Lip oil.
Yep.
You know, a little tinted moisturizer joint.
Yeah, wasn't she like
that.
one of the first with that tinted moisturizer situation?
Yeah,
or like
but I don't even know if it was like
shades?
a moisturizer, but it was just like a lighter foundation.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, so I hate to see them go, but hoping that this just means that there is something bigger and better out there for her and her team.
Absolutely.
And can I say one more thing? This is not marketing, but I think that this is an honorable mention. Rest in peace, Malcolm Jamal Warner. Just before we close Above the Fold.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was some very, very sad news that we got yesterday. You know, I mean, I think we all, you know, no matter how you feel about the Cosby Show, now, like, that was a very pivotal and influential, like, culture, like, piece of culture for us growing up. You know, I wanted to move to Brooklyn and get a brownstone and have a family like the Huxtables, my damn self. I remember like getting on the plane when I moved to Brooklyn. It was either when I moved to Brooklyn or when I had my first internship. And when I got into my seat on the plane, the Cosby Show was playing, and I was just like, it's a sign. You know what I mean? Like,
wow.
But yeah, so that was just very heartbreaking news to hear, and especially like how he passed. Just really sad.
Yeah. God rest his soul.
Yeah.
Literally. Yeah. Well, that wraps up Above the Fold. I did have one question before we get out of here.
You got to do that spokesperson. We ain't going nowhere.
No. Before we get completely out of Above the Fold.
Oh.
Have we heard anything about Rihanna's hair care line? Is that like still a thing?
I don't know. You know, it's funny that you mentioned that, because I saw a tweet about it before, and then like of course, her fans, like the Navy was like, been using it. Da, 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 da. You know, I was like, oh, okay, so maybe it is.
So maybe it is. All right.
I don't know. Let me look. But
That's all. I just wanted to tap on that real quick to say, like, did that just fall off the face of the earth? Or
well, it seems like it's out there. I see where you can buy it at Sephora. It looks like. So listen, don't ask that. This is a safe space. Don't ask that outside of these walls, because.
Okay. Noted.
Like, damn, someone just asked a question.
All right. Let's move on to Guess That Spokesperson. This is your week to give me the brand and the clues for the spokesperson.
Okay. All right. So the brand is Adidas. These are your 3 clues. This former NBA All-Star once dropped 60 on Kobe at the Staples Center. He was once suspended for the rest of the season after a locker room disagreement went way too far. And he went in, as it pertains to the draft, he went in the second round at number 31, likely due to the way he answered some interview questions heading into the NBA.
He dropped 60 on Kobe? Mm-hmm. Adidas. Mm-hmm. Does he have a signature shoe with Adidas?
Let's see.
Kobe. Guard.
Looks like it, maybe. These are not cute.
I probably wouldn't know if that's the case. Okay, I'm really having a hard time.
I'll give you one more.
Thinking of someone that dropped 60 on Kobe.
One more clue. That to the second clue, when I mentioned that he got suspended for a disagreement in the locker room that went way too far, it could be argued that he pulled a Ja before Ja.
Was he did he play on the same team as Michael Jordan at any point?
He might have. They definitely played for the same team at a certain point. Hold on one second. Let me double check that. I believe so. Yeah.
Was the team the Wizards?
It was.
Okay. I can't think of his name, but I know who it is.
Okay, describe what happened then. How you know that? How do you describe him?
His last is he
I think I heard it.
Arenas.
Gilbert Arenas, yes.
Gilbert Arenas, yes.
Yes. I'll give that one to you.
I do vaguely remember that.
You don't remember you vaguely remember the gun in the locker room situation?
And he was suspended?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that he went that late in the draft.
Yeah, so basically, this is all, the only reason why I picked this is because the other night I was watching like something on Netflix, like one of those like Untold, whatever. Mm-hmm. And basically he has led Arizona to like the national championship. And then, during the draft or like during that whole time, they're not only testing skills challenges and all of that kind of stuff, they're also like checking that you're a personality fit or like how you're answering certain questions. And I think they asked him a question like, what do you want to do in this league or what do you want to be? And he was like, a pimp is how he answered the question in front of all like.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. And then was surprised when he went in the second round.
Oh, snap. Yeah. That's crazy. Okay, cool. That was a good one. I'm not familiar with this spot. Oh, he's in a recent spot.
Yeah.
Are you talking about a recent spot that you were referring to?
No, this is back before all that stuff happened. He was signed to Adidas.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, dope.
Yeah.
I'll take a half a point.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Half a point.
Good stuff. All right. Now, as we transition into going to Black Ads, or that ain't it, I'll let you do the honors.
All right. I think I'm gonna have to give Going with Your Black Ads to the Clipse. Okay. I just really like the way they move throughout the whole rollout and how they continue to move. And it seems very kind of like to your point, like very authentic and like true to who they are as artists and as an entity. And then That Ain't It, I'm gonna give to all of the investors that like turned down Ami Cole.
Yeah.
I feel like that was the only real like negative story we talked about. So.
Amadi.
Okay. Oh no. Oh wait. I completely missed. I know. I completely missed. No.
Yeah.
I completely forgot about the whole Target situation.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I'm gonna have to give it to them.
So you're gonna switch.
Sorry.
Swap.
Yeah, switch.
All
Yeah,
right.
That Ain't It.
Cool.
Me, Going with Your Black Ads. My bad, I had to pick up the mic. Going with Your Black Ads. Oof. Okay, I'm gonna agree with the Clipse rollout as well.
Okay, I was about to say your Libra.
Yeah, it was. It was. But yeah, the Clipse rollout, and so be it on that. And That Ain't It, definitely double tapping on Amp and Target. That ain't it at all. It's just like you said, Bronzy, tone deaf.
Yep. All right, I'm gonna give Going with Your Black Ads to the Red Lobster CEO. And I'm not going to keep calling this man the Red Lobster CEO. I'm going to give it to, what's his name? Damola.
Okay.
Damola A. DA is what I'm calling him.
Okay, so now you're not going to call him the Red Lobster CEO. You're just going to call him whatever you want to call him. Got it.
And I'm giving That Ain't It to those investors. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead with your first one. That way we at least go ahead and give That Ain't It to somebody that's impacting the black dollar.
Yeah.
Ami Cole, investors, the folks that didn't say yes. Y'all are whack for that. You're missing out on opportunity and you're going to kick yourselves. And your rear end thinking about that. But yeah, that's what I got.
All right.
Cool.
Yep.
All right, y'all. That wraps up another episode of Witcha Black Ads. As always, thank you so much for tuning in. Please subscribe, actually hit the subscribe button on your podcast app or on your YouTube channel, our YouTube channel, 14th and Market. Subscribe so you always get the latest and greatest episode. Share with this friend and comment. Let us know that you're engaged, you're listening, and we want to hear your thoughts as well. And until next time, we'll holler. See y'all.
Bye.
Bye.
That's what the fuck I'm talking about. God. That's what I'm talking about. It was so black ass. It was black ass.